show you how to play the song Cornerstone. Hillsong United does it. If you want the letter notes for that, you can go right to LetterNotePlayer.com. Have them in there in front of you as you work on this worship song. Let's start with the chord structure. This is in the key of C, which is an easy key to play it in on the piano. So the basic chord is, all the chords are white notes only, C, E, G. Then you've got an A minor chord. You've got the key of C, then the A minor chord, A, C, E, 1, 3, 5. F chord, 1, 3, 5 on F, F, A, C. And the G chord, 1, 3, 5 on G, G, B, D. So we've got all white notes. Now sometimes I put the notes in a different spot, like the C chord. Sometimes I'll move to the A minor by moving the A up here. But I'll tell you that as we get to it. Then let's start with the introduction. It starts off with that C chord. Now all we're playing on the introduction is F, F, E, E, D, D, C. But they play it with an octave, so if you can play it with the octave. It's a good practice, and you're just playing F, octave, E, then we go to the A minor chord, and we do 2 of those on both of those chords. Now you can sustain it through like they do. But if you're playing just a piano setting, I've got this on string piano setting, so it'll sustain. If you're just on a regular piano, you're going to have to repeat that. Otherwise it won't. I'll show you. Because it fades. So you may want to play that twice, and I've got that in the letter notes to where you can see it. Then we go to the F chord, G chord, back to the C chord, and the melody starts off. Now for the Hillsong United version, they have a soloist singing the melody once, and then the congregation comes in on the second time through. So here's the melody: C, E, G, G. C, D, E, 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 F, A, A, F, E, D, D, C, E, G, G, C, D, E, E, F, F, E, D, E, D, C, C. And they'll play a little quick little interlude there. Then the congregation comes in. We're going to have a C chord to an A minor chord, and instead of moving down to the A minor, I'm going to switch the thumb up to the A, and then I've got my A, C, E right there. So I've got my A minor chord. Then for the F chord, I'm going to go an open fifth. F, C, F. Here I'm going to go from a G, D, G, because I'm going to use a little movement in the bass to move that into a 7th sound, G, B, D, F, 1, 3, 5, 7. So I'm going to bring that from the octave down to the 7th, and then we're going to go right into the A minor chord right there. So I'll play it this time without me talking. The A minor there, and it becomes a 7th once you hit that G. See, 1, 3, 5, 7. So the 7th is up here. Now we move it back to a C major just by moving that A to a G. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the G down here, back to the F, C, F. Here I'm going to have the G7 with the G, D, F in the bass, and I've got the 5th of the chord, or the D doubled right there. Now the The second time through, on the congregation through, there's a brief little interlude that leads you right into the chorus. So let me give you the notes for the chorus. The chorus notes are E, D, C, F, E, D, E, D, C, 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 F, E, D, E, G, C, F, E, D, E, D, C. So the verse ends and the chorus starts E, D, C. Now, I'm going to show you what I do with the bass. We're going to go F, C, F, then A, C, F, G, D, F. So the chord's going to change on each of those notes. The verse is going to end, and then the chorus picks up F, C, F. So we're going to go F, C, F, then we're going to move to an F chord with the F on top to a G7 chord. So we got the F, C, F, A, C, F, G, D, F, F, C, F, A, C, F, G, D, F. Then we're going to go back to that C with the C in the middle. G, C, E. Back to the F, C, F. And we're going to end with a C. With the melody notes now. Right there is they play a little short interlude just 2 times and they sustain that C. They don't switch chords. Then we're into the second verse. Same. It's the same as the first verse with different words, only they repeat that last line. They go right into the chorus. Now we're getting ready for a bridge here. So they do that once and then the bridge starts. So it just picks up off the first notes of the chorus and moves to an A minor chord. Then it goes to the F, C, F in the bass and the melody goes E, D, C, F. G7, G, D, F, and we'll get 2 G's in there, oh Lord, and that brings us right back to the chorus. Chorus after the bridge ends like this. So it just has a little interlude and then it goes right back into it. Repeats the chorus. This time it goes up. G, G, E, D. So it goes, that's where it goes up right there. Then we go E, G, and then we've got so we've got E, G, C. Now they have an instrumental interlude there that just plays that same thing 4 times. They play the same thing 4 times and they just sustain that C chord through the whole thing. Don't move to the A minor or the F or the G. Just sustains on that C 4 times through. And then very soft and subdued, almost a cappella, but just slightly instruments. They have the 3rd verse that's talking about the second coming. Repeat the last line and use it as a tag. I'm going to show you an ending here that's a good practice. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can arpeggiate that ending. By switching hands, we're going to start with the C, G, C. Then we're going to pick up with an E, G, C, cross over with E, G, C, cross over with E, G, C. And it's a very effective ending. Listen to it on that last phrase. And all we're playing there, except for this bottom one, I'm only playing a C, G, C. Everything else is just E, G, C, E, G, C, E, G, C, and then just smooth it out. And put it right with this last note. And of course, if you don't want to do that, you can just end it with a C chord. You could go. End it just like that. It's just fine. Beautiful piece of music, beautiful worship song, Cornerstone. I hope you enjoy learning to play it and singing it.